Hi, this is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. Welcome back to the shed. In today's lesson we're going to be looking at Take a Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed. There's a fantastic iconic bass line by Herbie Flowers. If you didn't know, Herbie Flowers was a session player in the 60s and 70s on hundreds and hundreds of tracks. There's a free PDF that comes with the lesson. If you look at the link in the descriptions box below, if you follow that, put in your email address and I'll send you that. It will help a lot with the lesson. Now keep watching as there's something really interesting with this bass line that you might not know. Well, what's unusual about this bass line is it's played on the upright bass, the double bass and the electric bass. So there's two lines going on. So in the main riff you've got a bottom line on the double bass going downwards and there's a top high line on the electric bass going upwards. So there's some really nice symmetry on that bass line because of that. Now I'll play the main riff for you on double bass and electric just so you can hear that. Okay, so if you look at the PDF, you'll notice that I've written a first main riff on double bass and electric, so that's the line I've just played you. And also below that I've done an electric bass version, so I think it's useful to have that. Obviously you can't play both instruments at once. You can play this line on the double bass as well, but you'd have to use the first double bass line instead of the high bit on the main riff, but the verse works equally well on both instruments. Okay, so if I explain how to play the main riff, so first of all, we start on the 10th fret of the D string and the 9th fret of the G string. And that's a major third, that pattern there, that shape. So we start there and we slide up to, that slide up to 15 on the D and 14 on the G. So we keep that same shape. So we play 2 on the bottom third. And we finish by playing fret 17 on the G string with our little finger. So for those other ones we can use finger 2 on the D string and 1 on the G string. And I'll do a close-up so you can watch that. Okay, so that's the main riff, and you can use that for the intro, for the verses, choruses. There's also below, I've done a sample verse line. So if I show you that, I'll play that for you first and then I'll teach you that. Okay, for this line, so it's based on C and F. There's one bit where it goes, there's a D in there as well, but C, mainly bar of C and a bar of F, and that's mainly repeated. So if we put our second finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, so that's C, and then we're going to go up to the 5th fret of the D string and the 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's back up to the 3rd fret, so 5, 2, 3 on the D string. And when we play the 3rd fret, that's an F, we play that on the 2nd 8th note of the beat, so we play 4 and, so 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, so bop, 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 bop. With me, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4, and. And in the next bar, we're holding that F on, and then we're doing open and second on the A string. So A, B. So all together that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 5, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 0, 2. And then we end back up on the C again. So those first bits at bar of C, A, and we end up on the C, and it's 2 beats on the C again. And it's the same pattern afterwards, but we just step down 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. With me, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. And then that F bar is the same as the one before. So we've got a bar of C, a bar of F, a bar of C, and a bar of F. C, F, C, step down, F. And with me a bit slower, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first half of the sample verse. The next half, we're moving up 2 beats on each note, C, D, F, D. So that's 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the D string, back to the 5th fret on the A string. So with me, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 5, and again, 3, 5, 3, 5. And then we've got a bar of C and a bar of F, and then another bar of C and another bar of F. So the same chord sequence as we started this sample verse with, but slightly different timing. So I'll play that for you. 1, 2, 3. So the pattern for both those bars is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's always useful to clap out or tap rhythms out if you're having trouble getting that for the bass line. Once you then go to the bass, it should be a bit easier. So again, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the notes for those are, we're going to start on the C, C, G to G flat. So that's 5 to 4 on the D string. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, with me, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And those whole 2 bars, we're going to finish with 0 to 2. So it's the same notes but different pattern to the first time round. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just loop that round. And then the last 2 bars I've written out. 1, 2, 3. And again, that last note there, so we're stepping down 5, 3, 4, and that 4 is on the and, 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. So both those bars are 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. So that last note we're playing, we're going to hold that on. So if we repeat the whole pattern again, that's called a tie. So we hold that, this note here, we hold it down. So we don't play it again when we repeat the pattern. Hold. Okay, so we play the whole sample bass line. 3, 4. Okay, so that's a version of Take a Walk on the Wild Side just for electric bass. So that's a sample verse. So obviously each verse he varies it, messes around mainly with the rhythms. So have a look at the other verses, have a listen, see if you can work out what Herbie Flowers is doing, and see if you can try your own things, see what fits. It's mainly, as I said, on C and F. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, can you please like it below and share it with anyone you think might like the video also. If you haven't already, then subscribe and you'll get all the latest videos that are coming out. I'm putting quite a lot of videos up at the moment, at least one video every Friday. Remember to download the PDF, that's really helpful for the lesson. You can get all that in the description box below, just follow the link. Remember to put in your email address before you press submit. And check out my other videos from the Bassline Breakdown series. I've got some Nirvana bass lines, a Christmas one in there. Again, I'm putting loads more videos in there. If there are any bass lines you'd like me to cover, then please leave a comment below and I'll have a look at that for you. Also, there's my Bass Beginner series. There's 5 lessons there at the moment. I'll be putting some new lessons in there. That might be useful if you need any tips about technique or starting to read music. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. See you next week.